Right on, hello everybody. This is a Tech Tuesday video from me. You know I'm a builder, but I like to also have a faff around with a bit of tech. So, this car here is a Nissan Qashqai 2012 ntec Plus. Now those who've got the ntec Plus will know it's got rear camera and the 360 surround cameras. Now I'd read loads of things online and I bought this saying this would operate the cameras, blah blah blah. But it took a bit of working out because it didn't work straight out the tin. But anyway, just a quick reminder of so this is what was in. So you had the nav there, CD player in the top, and very basic functionality really. So I wanted to update and I bought this Junsun V1 Plus 4G Wi-Fi model. It has 4 gig of RAM and 64 gig of internal memory. What I want to do is I just want to run through a few things. So I'm just going to click the home button we've got here. So this is one of the dashboards what you've got here. So you may not like that dashboard, but we'll just go through things anyway. So this is just a little graphic which shows your car motoring along as you go. This will operate your radio, so if you've been playing the radio it'll start to play. If I turn the sound up, oh no, that's my music because I played music last, sorry. But if I'd been listening to the radio that would have gone, right, pause that. Whoop. Anyway, so that's that. We'll go through each one of these functions in turn, but let's just start with, so that's just a little graphic. Miles per hour, you can change that to kilometers per hour by holding it and it changes to kilometers. Hold it again, it changes it back to miles per hour. Calendar speaks for itself. This is recent used apps, YouTube, I'll explain what car letter is and everything. Junsun security, don't worry about that. Chrome speaks for itself, phone speaks for itself. Right, shortcuts. So down the side here we've got a power button, we've got a home button, so if I just press the home it takes it back to this page where we're at. That's your return button, and you've got volume up and down. Right, if I just tap the screen it will bring up the inbuilt iGo sat-nav system, iGo Primo next generation. Simple as that. You can't really go wrong with that, can you? I just wanted to show you how you can get that up. So I don't want to exit. Yes, quit. Right, as well as touching the screen there, you can actually press the little navigation compass arrow there and it will bring it up again. Let's go back to home. This little button down here with like the little grid in it, this shows you all your maps, what you've got on the device. So area in. Now some of these I've put on myself because I just like to do these sort of things. So Navi speaks for itself, internet radio, blah 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 blah, Bluetooth, APK installer, which if you want to sideload extra apps, you know, which are not available from the Google Play Store, you'll notice I have put Alexa on and this all works. I'll just let it load up. So you can actually drive along with this running and then you can ask it to set your navigation, do whatever you want to do. Plus I've got control. You'll see it says no internet access because I haven't connected this device to my phone. That's why all this is saying unresponded. So when I'm going anywhere I'll hotspot my phone, then that gives this internet connection. Simple as that. And it's just everything like what you'd see on your device at home. Car letter. Now I don't know why it's called car letter, but when you click this takes you back to your CarPlay mode or your Android Auto mode. So I'm on Android Auto. If I click that, fan, there's a fan in the back of here. So you've got a temperature setting here, and I have the fan on because you don't hear it when I've got the fan on for the heating system in the car. In fact, let me turn it off. You cannot hear that, but it's not warm anyway, so it's not going to be running. Google, GPS test, file manager. Now you do get a USB ports with this, so you get USB, which enables you to run 4G dongle, and you also get one to connect to drive to, which I've got hidden at the back of here, but I've not connected it to anything yet because I don't feel the urge to, but I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. So let's come out of here, go back to home. So Play Store, I'm not connected to it. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect to the internet. Hold there. Right, I've connected it to the internet now. You can see all my YouTube notifications coming through. But anyway, so Play Store, and you can just search for all your apps, whatever you'd like to do. So I've got a notification there. No, I don't want that. Return out of it. If you work your way around the tablet, you can work your way around this. Back into it. Waze, you know what that is. YouTube. There we go, just to prove a point. What should we play? Let's go to my subscriptions. Bit of Lad Baby. Let's turn the sound up.
Get full fibre broadband from only £24 per month for 24 months. That's a save.
Statement. She's been really flipping ill this week. It started at the beginning of the week.
Right, there we go. So that's just to prove YouTube works. I'm also, just a sad note, I'm actually using the steering controls to do the volume, etc., which is something else that this device does. It enables you to keep your steering wheel controls, which is a bonus. Even though when I'm driving, I'll still keep reaching over to the display to press things. But hey ho. Right, let's come out of here. Go home. Back to the app screen. Right, so that's as much as I've got in. Topic switching. You see, you could tell these are Chinese branded devices by things like topic switching. That is actually your display. So, you know, you different options of how you want it to look. But yeah, so that's that. TPMS, so you can get a tyre pressure sensor to add to the back of this, as well as lots of other things actually, and then you put the sensors on the tyres and you go from there. Settings. Speaks for itself. Internet, apps, blah blah blah. Storage. So if you look in here, in my memory, I'm using 1.7 gig of the memory. Total memory is 4 gig. So I've got 2.4 to play with. That's in the RAM. So I'm not using up a lot of the memory available to me. So it's quite responsive. So I've used 38% of the space on here, which, yeah, it's great. You've got the option to clear up space. I don't plan on putting games in it or anything like that. The system itself holds 13 gig, which is much like when you've got a phone, isn't it? It takes up a lot of the memory, what you've already got in there. But I'm not worried about that. This is the one, info system. So this one, the infotainment system, this has got everything to do with this device and what it can do. Steering wheel controls. So what you do, if I want to set the volume there, so it's for all keys. These ones I haven't bothered setting in, but if I press and hold the key, there you go. See how it starts flashing? Then what you do, you press the corresponding key on your steering wheel, and now that is programmed. So let's just say I want to go back a track. So I want to use these controls here. So back, forward. Well, that's the way I have it anyway. So back, press and hold. Oops. Starts flashing. Press the down button. There you go, it stopped flashing. So you do that for all of them. If you change this, whatever, for even you want to say, oh, I want to program that button to do this, you can clear all, or you can just press over the same one again and reprogram them. Video. Well, there you go. Disable video when in motion. So that's enough. So I cannot be playing with video while I'm driving. if you have that on or off, or if you've got a tot in the car who wants to watch bloody Teletubbies or Scooby-Doo or whatever, they can watch that. Reverse warning line on. I don't know what. I'll have that on. That should be on for when I've got the reversing camera working. Bluetooth speaks for itself. Sound. So here we've got here a delay. So I'm assuming the delay is more for like lip syncing issues. If you've got that error there. Balance, that speaks for itself. So I've only got 4 speakers in this car, so there we go. I can just distribute the sound however I want it to. Equalizer. So on equalizer, there you go, and you've got these presets here. So I always have it on rock because that's how I prefer it. But you've got user defined there as well, look, so you can just slide it up and down to whatever you decide you want it to. Come on there again. Right, about device. So this will tell you about the device in itself. MCU, media, BT, whatever. But you notice this little cog icon here. So if you click that, now this option gives you the chance to get into 2 engineers menus. Now, bear this in mind. If you do any changes in there, it will ask to reboot. When you reboot it, you'll lose your preset stations or any other personal settings you may have set. The only one I've found so far is that you lose your radio stations, but it's easy enough to tune back in. So one of the options to get in here is 8888. Click OK. And there we go. Can type everything. Erase all contents. Back car setup. Now, back car setup, that is your rear camera. Now, these are the settings. What you've got to set it up, it doesn't come set like this. But if you've got the 360 model like myself, and once you've connected the camera button on the back, there's 2 yellow leads you've got to connect together. I had to message Junsun to ask how to get it working. Because I thought them was just for extra sockets, extra cameras. Now, anyway, I'll upload a picture. I'll put it somewhere here. And you can see which 2 yellow leads it has to plug in. Right, but the cam type, what you've got to do is change this. This goes up and down. So you'll notice, I notice some people are going, well, I've got 360 cameras front and rear. That is not how you do it. So what you do, you set that to 0 and you have it on CVBS. Now with the camera format, I had it on PAL, which is the UK standard for televisions. But this is like going back to the old days when we used to have NTSC and PAL. So because this is a Japanese car, I'm thinking, it might be NTSC. So anyway, I put it onto NTSC. Front camera I've got on detect. Camera mirroring, normal. That's radar type. I've not looked at radar type. I'm not sure what that one does. But anyway, what you'll do now is when you press save, it'll tell you it wants to reboot. So what we'll do, we'll just let it reboot. Right, I cut all that out there. There's no point in waiting for you, just looking at the screen, wait for it to reboot. So it's coming back in to see if it's Android Auto. Right, I've got the car now on, but not running. But I'm just going to show you now. So I'm going to put the car into reverse and show you the display we get on the screen. Just to show that I'm not telling porkies. I just noticed that one. Let's turn that off. Right, so also I've had a notification. So I've got WhatsApp and I've got Telegram that message me via this. Anyway, right, let's just put this. So clutch down, lift, put it into reverse. And there we go. So there's me 360 camera. And there is me reversing camera. How good's that? And again, easy pimple. So that was the biggest thing I wanted to get going on this car, was the cameras, because it was annoying me. So I went through them settings and I tried to find the information. And most people saying you can't do it, you can't do it. You need to have this app on the device, and the device needs to be compatible. It is compatible. So this is the V1 model B, because B is for the ones with the cameras, which with the old style headset, when you're choosing one, it shows you the headset you've got. So I have got the V1 Plus, which does the wireless Android and CarPlay, 4G, blah blah blah. Right, back to the home screen. Back to FM. So let's just put the sound up a bit so we can get a bit of for some reason, I wonder if I can do it that way. Oh, I can, look at that. It's me pressing it all the way along. So there's no music on here.
That's got cracks.
Right, so this is local radio station. So what you do, P1, press and hold, and there you go, you'll see it's come up on the screen. Scan again. What channel is this? Radio 2. I'm not a Radio 2 person. Viking, I'll put on number 3 because I'm a bit funny the way everything's ordered. Don't want Radio 1. Nation Radio on number 2. Again. So there's your radio stations change. I like the little graphic at the top as well. But how responsive is this? Now the thing is, when wiring this up, it was just simple. All the wires just connected together. What I did, I put all the wires in the back of this first. Then connected up to whatever was there for the car. A few more things. So if you double screen that, this is just like your phone. You double tap it, and you've got all the apps you've had opened, and you could just clear them all, shut them all down. Simple as that. Scrolling down. So see there, we've got the Wi-Fi. If you press and hold it, use Wi-Fi. It'll scan. There we go, it's connected to my phone. Come out. See, look, when I said about it rebooting, look, it's gone back to kilometres. So I was going to set that back to miles per hour. What else have I got on here? So you can see there, you can scroll through the different radios. We'll go back. So band, it changes it to FM, and I can go through AM. I mean, AM don't even exist in this country anymore, as far as I know. We don't transmit on anything. But you can see, look, the frequency changing there as I go through each one of them. Another settings here. Right, so let's go back to in-car entertainment. Go back down to about. Now, do you remember I said there was 2 settings? There was 8888, and then there's this one, 8878. But look at this, it's got lots and lots and lots and lots of more stuff on. You've got all the boot logo, all the rest of it, same as the others. Boot logo, now it's showing them. Some of the devices show your Nissan, your Renault, whatever, but some of them, man, isn't. Display, there you go, DVD, camera. There's a multitude of things in here, but remember, anything you do in here, if you bugger it up, then that's your issue. But I just wanted to show that this device actually does work well. No matter what people are saying online. Oh, Bluetooth, there you go. That speaks for itself, doesn't it? So that's my phone I'm connected to. Dial pad. Contacts. I haven't uploaded the contacts. Log. So this is all because it rebooted. Boom, there it is. Yeah, I quite like it. If I press the source button on the steering wheel. Nowadays, because I haven't got any video connected. That's some music which is already built in there in its little drive. That's music I've been playing. AV in, that's another option. And back to the radio. So what you're all thinking, well, how much did he pay for it? Now, the price goes up and down all the time on AliExpress. So when I bought this, it was £147 blah pounds. But I had a voucher, free delivery, and coins. I don't know if you use AliExpress, but I used some coins. Anyway, I paid £139 for this. I think today when I've just looked, I'll put it up on screen, I think it was £154, which to me is still a good price. I'm not sure what the dollar conversion is to that, but I'll see if I can do something. But yeah, £154, bob on. Right, any questions? Nope, that's brilliant. No, seriously, if you've got any questions, write them down. Not write them down, leave them in the comments. Give us a like if you found, even if that camera thing was handy. You know, I was banging my head trying to work out how to do it because I was a bit narked to start with, because I thought, hang on a minute, it said it supported the cameras, but it never supported the cameras straight out of the box. I had to change settings, which you don't get any instructions with this. You get a little book saying, this is what you do to press play, this is what you do to do that. There's actually no wiring diagrams or anything on how to change the CAN settings for the cameras. But now you know. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you very shortly. Leave a comment. Yeah, don't forget, leave a comment.